Positive comments. Okay. No attacking each other. No attacking me. No fighting. It's a really, really bad time to do that. Um, I decided to just start doing videos like this for a while. I will be doing like three readings a week that are long. Not really long, but in depth. But I'll be doing more videos like this that are just short, just to talk with y'all, okay? Hello. Um, Most High has been talking a lot to me and been really talking to me about um, doing a lot of introspection, but introspection of like deciding now the life you want. It has to be decided now, and you have to bet on it. Of course, it's going to be technicalities. You're going to lose a lot of people. A lot of people can't go with you now. They can't, and the Most High gonna make that loud and clear. So some of y'all may think y'all can go back and talk to y'all exes and talk to people from y'all past and thinking they could go. Mm-mm. The Most High gonna put an end to that one way or another. That's the type of planet alignment and energy that's going on right now that the Most High is doing. The Most High has decided that since some of y'all, even I was resisting keeping some cords cut and cutting them all the way, the Most High has decided to do it for you. See, your soul plan and your goal wasn't just your decision. Once once the Most High has decided that, it has decided. The Most High don't take back decisions, big decisions like that, unless you do something real wicked. So if you're not doing a lot of wicked stuff, you are being held accountable for your soul contract. You will be forced to do it. You will be forced. You will be pushed because the Most High will remove those blockages for you. You could think you can stay stagnant all you want. You could think you can use excuses to be afraid. You could think that you can dwell on the past and the pain over and over again as an excuse to not do your soul plan, but the Most High is going to check you on it. And I know this might be straightforward, but I have to be a little straightforward because if you don't finish making that leap, it's going to be chaos. It's going to be hell in your life. All hell is going to break loose over the next 3 weeks in a lot of people's life. If they do not take the leap that the angels is telling them to take, if the angels tell you you need to secure a job or a job somewhere, then that's what you have to do. They can see all the futures of all the realities and the ones that you're closer, you're or most likely to be in. They know. They can see what's going on behind the scenes, behind your back. So when you're giving those downloads, it's for your protection. All messages the angels give you is to protect you and your soul plan. All you got to do is stay obedient. But the devil puts fear in you so you don't want to be, so you won't be obedient. And that's why some of y'all keep on like being in the same position y'all was in. Like it's like, like it's like Twilight Zone, living the same life over and over and over again in the same physical life. And you're like, same old stuff from last year. Same old stuff from last season. We were supposed we were supposed to accept the transformations no matter how hard they are. Transformations are never easy. Never. You will be getting some spiritual surgery, but it's for your own good. I had to make a final decision today to not even speak to somebody I know from afar. I was speaking to somebody from afar, and I had to make the decision today because I realized that they're just, they know that I'm psychic. They know I'm intuitive. So all they're doing is manipulating and hiding and moving things around, their secrets around, to try to throw me off a scent. They're playing a very energy manipulative game. And I'm like, okay, I tried to be their friend from a distance and I still sense trickery. I don't need to know how. I just know there's trickery there. And it involves what they're doing to me behind my back. I notice, see, look, anything that just keeps taking from you and you've given it your all and your best, you have no choice but to start making plans to distance yourself. Put your energy elsewhere. And if you don't, whatever you are investing in that keeps on just draining you, it's going to destroy your burning desire for your dream life. Some of y'all have thrown in the towel. There's people who've thrown in the towel, say, you know what, forget it. Forget about going after my dream life. Forget it. Because too drained. You might have all the resources and tools, but you're just too drained to do it. You don't want to be in that point, at that point. So the Most High been telling me that if you can't remove the people in your life, let the Most High remove them for you. The one way, one of the most important ways you do this is to not be present around those people as much as possible. Just get used to just being where you want to be as often as you can. And the Most High will remove those people because those people will end up going to go search for energy elsewhere. Those people will self-destruct. Those people might go out and start being way out of control and end up getting arrested. And see, they'll be removed. Or they'll be reckless in some way that may disable them or bring them down so they ain't got no choice but to leave you alone. Sometimes cutting people off don't require words. You don't need no words. Sometimes you don't. You don't need no final showdown. You don't need to know the answers of what they're doing or why they did it to you. And you don't need to work on being strong to stand up to them. Stay away as often as you can, and the Most High will snatch them out of your life. The Most High will do the dirty work for you. But if you don't have faith in the Most High, then what you're doing, what you may do is go back because you want some validation. You want to see if you can get validation from those toxic people. So you betting on them. Well, you know you bet on them before and nothing worked out. And you're betting on them instead of your soul plan. You're betting on them instead of the Most High. You're saying I could go back and maybe I could get validation from them. Maybe they have changed. How about saying maybe the Most High will remove them and bring me somebody better? Bring me somebody better for me. Maybe I'm in a period of my life where I really don't need to be caught up in people right now. Maybe I got things I got to do for the Most High. Sometimes you really are supposed to be on a love fast. People act like a fast exists everywhere but love fast. There is such thing as called a love life fast, where you're just not trying to get so wrapped up in a whole love affair with people or with a particular person. That doesn't want to go where you want to go. Stop signing up. Stop volunteering to drag around dead weight. That's deep. That's deep. Okay? The information in this video is copyrighted and protected. Please do not use it without my express permission online or any YouTube video or offline or any way or shape or form. In the event that I do find my content in any YouTube video, I will take the opportunity to hit copyright strike and discuss the problem with YouTube in having the video taken down. If in the event I find my content in any type of media, such as paper, electronic, or audio, I will report it to the source so that the content will be taken down. See, y'all, I'm a writer, and my content is not just on YouTube. And I wanted to tell everybody, so when people take my content, they're also taking from my publications. Publishers publish my work. My articles are stuff I write a lot. And publish my stuff even on Amazon. So people are just going to get themselves in trouble with like Amazon or Smashwords or all those, or Create Space. They're just going to get in trouble if I happen to find their stuff. The world is not as big as everybody think it is when you're online. It's smaller online. So, it's not even as easy to hide your energy online. Why? Because your energy is sitting online. So a lot of people think they can do wickedry and be sneaky because they're online. But even online, you cannot hide from a divine one. We're protected. The Most High is always going to tell us where to go online to find out who the wicked person is. The Most High is going to send us a video. The Most High is going to send us a random post that somebody made about us. Somebody going to send us a message telling us that somebody said something about us. Protection for the Most High don't mean just protected from violence, physical violence. It also means protected from sneaky attacks, even on the internet, even thievery and copying. When someone is a high rank chosen one to do God's work because of all the things they've done in their life has been so selfless. I have been selfless my entire life. I have risked my life to protect people that I know. I have jumped in fights when people were attacked. I have literally saw people attacked and got the police and was an eyewitness. I have put my life on the line countless times for people who have done me wrong. People were doing me wrong. I didn't even know, and I was still putting my life on the line for them. I was still sharing my last bit of food with them. I was still giving them money out of my bank account, though my money was low. I was sharing my pennies with them. I have taken so many people into my home and their things, and had my husband help find them jobs and give them a job. I have hired people to do work for me who didn't have no money, no food. So I've earned this position. So trying to do something to me online and offline is always going to be known to me. At this point, I have been pulled into judgment. And I'm saying this because some of y'all have too. Judgment came during these 4 years, during the shutdown. The Most High was passing judgment because our butts was put in our place. The Most High sat us all down in the flesh during the shutdown and passed judgment. And some of us were sent 4 or 5 levels of ascension immediately due to all the endless, selfless acts we've done and all the abuse. I've told y'all that I was very abused as a child in front of people and nobody did nothing. I told y'all this. I had a family member try to turn me into a child alcoholic. I have been heavily attacked since I was a baby, heavily attacked. One of my aunts tried to turn me into a 2-year-old alcoholic. And I'm still here. And I'm not hanging out at the local bar every day. You are rewarded for beating your demons. So be willing and be ready and be wantingly to fight them. Say, I want to fight this demon. There's a reward waiting for me. There is a reward. You'll have another breakthrough. All of a sudden, you get ideas. All of a sudden, you get some random money. You think that stuff is just happening to you just for sheer luck? Where do you think good luck comes from? It comes from proving that you're tough, that you are a committed warrior for God. Commit yourself today to be a warrior for God. Find a way to say, I'm a warrior for you today, God. If it's just posting a bunch of scriptures online, if it's just walking away from a tribe of demons and walking away in silence and saying, Most High, go ahead and get them. If it's just not blessing these demons, that's still being a warrior for God. If it's ignoring their phone calls and saying you're not getting none of my God energy, you're still being a warrior for God. That's being a warrior for God. You ain't got to say a damn word. Sometimes all you got to do is walk the hell away. This is real talk. Sometimes all you got to do is not pick up the phone. Sometimes all you got to do is do something that will lift the spirits of the world. It could be through an art piece that will teach something true. Sometimes that's all you got to do to prove that you was a warrior of God. Because when you don't teach something that's true, you let a lie stay alive. And when you let a lie stay alive, and you don't try to take down these lies in one way or another, you slip into the other side. You slip into the dark side. I'm testifying and preaching in this video today. The one thing, Christina, let me tell you, the one thing the devil ain't gonna want you to have is knowledge. Never gonna want you to have knowledge of your soul plan or what you're interested in. And if you get too deep in it and get too good at it, you will get jumped by demons. You know what I found out? That's when you set boundaries to a whole nother level. That's when you do what I recently did. I was present, but I was not present. You don't have to be present even when your body's present. Leave your body. Be up there in your mind in dreamland while these damn hyenas is going buck wild. Don't focus on them. They want to disrespect you in your classes and they want to disrespect you when you doing your business. Take your consciousness out of that atmosphere and watch how they start to collapse. They can't get your energy if they don't have access to your consciousness. Let me say it again. If you leave your consciousness open for them to take it, okay, then they will say, oh, I can attack you. You're focused on me. Some people hate you all because you can remove your consciousness. You know how many people hate me because I can do that? I have been accused of being called a witch because I can remove my consciousness from all kind of toxicity around me. When someone's competing with me, I'm giving a strong vibration that I'm not bothered at all because my consciousness goes somewhere else. Or when someone tries to act like they're more powerful than me, people say, you seem like you ain't afraid of nobody. Knows my consciousness is not on them because I know they're toxic. My consciousness is on the most high. I immediately put my brain up here. I immediately put my brain up here until somebody start getting too close. Now, when you jump in my face yelling and you start getting too close, okay, then I bring my consciousness back down and then I gotta go in then. I gotta go in. I had to tell certain family members, when you see I'm not really connecting to your toxicity, don't jump up in my face. Don't jump up. Don't come at me, or I'm gonna hit you. Don't come plunging towards me, or we're gonna have a major problem. I've had people rush in to hit me all because they could not take hold of my consciousness. Their toxicness could not control my consciousness. While they were being disrespectful to the 10th degree, I was still like, well, I don't really care. Well, if that's the way you feel, you're not so good yourself. And they're like, they get aggravated because they want me to cry, snap out, and get really, really upset. But the only way that'll get me to that point is if somebody just keeps on coming at me. I've had people go at me like 20 times. I'm watching a movie, I'm reading a book, and like at me. And okay, then I'm going to put it down and say, okay, you must want to physically fight. Because why else would you keep coming at me? Some of the time, I'm telling y'all, some people kept coming at y'all because they did want to physically fight you. They really did. They were just waiting for you to jump up and do something so they could say they only hit you because you came at them. But now is the time to just be, y'all. Just go be in your dream life. Just go be somewhere at peace. And if they come up in your face, okay, then handle your business. Handle your business. But if they don't come up in your face, man, don't even sweat it. Don't even sweat it. Be like, shh. Just walk away. You got so much work to do soon. This work gonna get worse soon. You think you got a lot on your plate now? It's just gonna get even more, y'all. It's just gonna get even more. Y'all, I've had this flannel for years. Let me tell you how long me and this flannel go back. Me and this flannel go back to like 1993. I had this flannel when almost my whole family was alive. That was under 80. Since I've had this flannel, I buried maybe 20 something people. This is no lie. This is how close me and this flannel is. This flannel has a lot of my transformation energy in it. This flannel appeared out of nowhere. I couldn't find this flannel. I even when I was moving, I couldn't find the flannel. Then guess what? I cleaned out my closet yesterday. I went deep down in the closet and there was this flannel. You can imagine the shock that I had. And I noticed it's the same flannel because I looked at my pictures this week and there I was sitting in this flannel. Now, this flannel reminds me of a time when I didn't overthink my life, when things was just simple, where I knew how to just be. I knew how to just sit at the river I knew how to just write my poetry. I knew how to just sit in silence. I had this flannel before there was the internet. Yo, we gonna talk. When I got this flannel, I didn't have no. I never had a cell phone before, and it was not the internet. This was like back in 1995 or something. Okay, so you know, sometimes just take a time, do this little experiment. Look through your stuff and find the oldest thing you got in there that reminds you of a time when you was thinner, when you was at peace. And it's going to remind you of the things that you were doing that you're not doing now. Don't go to pictures. Don't go to pictures. Try to find something that you still have that reminds you of when you was just on the path of your soul plan. Because when you just get on the path of your soul plan, it's quite peaceful. It's quite peaceful. Maybe there's some things you're not doing anymore, and that's why your soul plan is not peaceful anymore. When my soul plan was more peaceful, I didn't give a damn about no cell phone. I'm just keeping it real. I was not listening to all these audios. I would walk 5 blocks to the library to get just 3 books. I could sit with a glass of wine for 3 hours and just watch the river water. This is real, y'all. This is real. If I got a little bored, I would ask my husband if he wanted to play the game Sorry or Battleship. I had a talk with a family member recently about this. I said, look, we have gotten, in some ways, so far from the peace in our soul plans that we got to get back. We have to get back. I said, you love the barbecue. You need to barbecue more. You know, you used to barbecue every weekend. You know, the cooking is like something that's in your soul. I said, you need to cook. I will eat the food. Just cook healthy food and I will surely eat it. Said, no more going to toxic parties where people are toxic. No more. If you go, I can't go with you. Told my family that recently. No more eating over and over again during the day. I told them we never ate during the day like that. We might have got low-calorie drinks or drank water, and we was always outdoors and doing things. Living our best life, doing all the things we enjoyed. I said, now, that's where I'm going. That's where I'm going. If you want to go with me, cool. The Most High do say if somebody's sincere and they really want to live a good life, an adventurous life, then maybe you could work on forgiving. And if they want to appreciate life more and they taking steps, okay, then you could work on forgiving. But people that don't want to show appreciation and love for life, they're not worth it. They're not worth your forgiveness. There's a reason why people are not appreciating their life. Either they're toxic or they're dealing with somebody who's toxic or they're dwelling about some toxicity. Either or you don't want in your life. Okay? Someone said when they had the red and black jumper jack with the hat to match, Biggie. I'm telling you. You hardly ever see nobody wearing flannels now. You know why? Because everybody want to say flannels is redneck. Oh, that's country. Oh, you're poor. You're homeless people. See? But let me tell y'all something. See, you got to watch how you let this matrix corrupt your mind. The matrix will always try to corrupt you about something that actually keeps you from chasing the matrix. The Matrix wants you to buy $200, $300 coats and $300 jackets. The Matrix say if you buy a $25 flannel, you broke, you homeless, you poor, you you low vibrational. That's what the Matrix tell you. See, you're lied to. The Matrix tell you if you don't have a bunch of friends, you're nobody. Nobody probably likes you. You don't have a winning personality. That's a lie. Me and my husband had what, 2 friends? The best times of our life, we had only 2 friends. When we started inviting a lot of more people to our house and going to all these parties of different people who didn't even call us but only called us to get a gift at their wedding, that's when all hell started to break loose. When it was just me, him, Mike, and my one girlfriend, when it was just us 4 kicking it, it was peaceful. I'm trying to tell y'all. The Matrix the Matrix wants you to think they're going big. The Matrix is giving you a wrong definition of what big is. If it's peaceful, it's big. The Matrix say you're not living big if you don't have all this. No, you're living big as long as it's peaceful. I'm living big right now. Sitting in this park on this rainy day, hearing these raindrops and hearing the water, this is big right now. Some people don't even do that. Some people still ain't left their house. Some people don't even leave outside. Some people scared of the rain. Some people won't even go for a walk in the rain. I walked in the rain for at least about 35 minutes. Some people will just look at the rain through their window, won't go outside. See, those people, they're not living big. They're not living big. Some of y'all got burnout. Even I was getting burnout because I was doing too much Matrix stuff. The Matrix will wipe out your memories of when you was free from the Matrix. Because you was free once upon a time. You was free. This Matrix system will wipe the memories out. You have to be reminded. Go and just do some soul searching all the way back to your teen years and your childhood years, and you will find the true self of your true self of when you started your soul plan and you started thinking about it, you started showing interest. Because in my soul plan, I dress up for special occasions. When I'm going to really nice places. Other than that, I'm an outback type of chick. Call me masculine, call me what you want. I don't give a damn. I like wearing my cutoff shorts with my leggings and my boots. I like doing that. And maybe with a turtleneck to go up to here. I like that kind of stuff. I like even sometimes with a long sleeve shirt with the collars big and a very business classic looking in a way. Yeah, will somebody call me masculine? Yes. Have I been accused of being transgender? Yes, I have. But do I give a damn? No. Because if you ain't real to you, to your style, your personality and your style, then you being fake in every other area of your life. You being fake. You're depositing fake energy there. This is some y'all. I just participated in an online festival. And this lady was talking about this. About not censoring yourself. Censoring your true identity, even with your style. Because it all spills into every area of your life. You start being fake with you get people because they match the fakeness, and then the personality they have is not what you want. The outward image is what you want because it's fake, like you're being fake. If you need a therapist and a counselor, please go get one. I'm not here to give you counseling on a girlfriend and boyfriend relationship. That is not your husband and wife. That's another thing. If you're so stressed out about what's going on with your boyfriend or girlfriend, you're definitely lost. You're definitely lost. See, that's when I had a breakthrough. Is when I realized, why am I stressing when problems start to come? Why am I stressing about a boyfriend, a girlfriend, or a friend? This is friends. That's not family. Your girlfriend's not your family. She's not paying your bills. She's not doing all that. And she ain't got a ring on her finger. You ain't got a ring on your finger. Please. Nope, we're not talking about it. I'm telling y'all, see, your mind is worried about some girlfriend and boyfriend. When you know you ain't got enough money, you're not rich probably. You ain't got your soul plan off the ground like you want. So why you worried about some girlfriend? There's no such thing as girlfriend. That's just energy that you feeling. The Most High does not acknowledge girlfriend, boyfriend. That's not even in the scriptures. So let's not. If you're seeking advice for that, you matrix, okay? You matrix. Take it from somebody to know. I wasted a couple years of my life hooked up on our boyfriend, girlfriend stuff. And then let me tell you what happened. One time, I came at the dude like, like really serious. Like, why are you doing this? Why you got your family treating me like this? Like, why are you? He said, you're not my wife. The Most High made him say that to my damn face. Because I was being hard-headed. The Most High had me realize, why am I worried about somebody who's not even really investing in me? And I'm not really investing in them. Somebody sleeping with you, eating ice cream with you, splitting a dinner date with you, okay? And then playing house with somebody. Playing house. See, let me tell you, I had a moment with my husband. The Most High told me, your relationship is never going to be in more of my hands until you stop playing house. When I stopped playing house with my husband, that's when the Most High said, okay, I'm going to take over this now. I'm going to really take over this now. But until you get married, I'm not going to step in that much because I don't even approve of this. Okay? No more looking for girlfriends and boyfriends. You're wasting your energy and your time. No more doing that. You want to call somebody your boyfriend or girlfriend? You say, this is somebody I like to hang out with. I like to do things with. We do things. But we ain't doing things in the bedroom. Why are you giving something so precious as your genitals? Take it low. I'm not trying to beat nobody up about this. I've been there and done that and got the t-shirt and the hat. Okay? I didn't waste the precious time in my life with a guy who was treating me like I was his wife, but I wasn't his wife. He had me doing all kind of wife stuff. All kind of wife stuff under the sun. But soon as I expected husband stuff out of him, soon as I expected the other stuff, like us to pay rent, us to join accounts and stuff. Oh, he wasn't with none of that. But he wanted the sex like we were married. He wanted me to come and clean his room for him and pick him up from school and buy him some cigarettes and stuff. I'm like, what is going on with this? It went on so long, y'all. And the other stuff wasn't there. I snapped one day. I just snapped, and I ain't even gonna lie. When he came at me, trying to expect me to be all obedient and submissive, like he was my husband, I snapped. And I told him, don't come in the door, because he came in the bathroom door. I said, don't come in. I'm sitting in here by myself. I said, I will snap out if you come in this bathroom. And he tried to come in the bathroom. I threw a bowl. I had a bowl in my hand. And I was sitting on the edge of the tub and I threw the bowl at the door and I said, don't even come in here. And then I found out he was doing this with other women. He had other girls playing wife. Yet he wasn't being husband too. And none of us knew about each other. And when I met the other play wife, she act like she wanted to be with him so bad she was unbothered. I'm like, I'm bothered by this. And I said, that is it. And when I tried to confront him about it, he acted like, why? It was so weird, y'all. He was like, why are you even upset? You're not my wife. But I'm like, okay, now I'm confused. You've been expecting wife stuff out of me, but you just gave me the look like, why am I acting like your wife? When I talked about this other play wife. Y'all, it was so twisted and distorted and warped that I just walked out of there. And I told my mom, I was like, if he calls me or something, don't even answer the phone. I don't ever want to see his face again. And right after that, I met my husband. See? You never know who's waiting for you. You never know. You never know who's waiting. But I'm not going to lie. My husband also started at some point because he was being fake. He was hanging out with people who did not match his soul plan and who he was. So he started taking on some of their ways. He started acting like he could be play husband and I could be play wife. He started doing what they were doing. Until he started seeing life wasn't getting nowhere at all. And then, once again, he went right back to hanging out with fake people. And me trying to keep up with him. See, women is a receiver. Women are receivers. I received his influences. So I started being fake too. This is real. This is why I tell women, be careful with men you get with. Because you are a receiver. If the man is not being true to his soul plan and true to who he is, you won't either. Because you will imitate him. You're a woman, you are a receiver. This is the realest talk. So women, you have to pick your companions very carefully. You have to be very picky. You have to be very picky about the men friends you have. You have to be very picky about even men you deal with in your family and men you deal with from afar. Because it's only in our natural nature to receive the lifestyle influences of a man. It's only our natural. It's very natural. So if a man, ladies, this is what if a man is so hell bent on flip flopping, he never can be consistent with who he is. He never can be consistent about trying to be somebody that works in this world. And he cannot stay consistent with taking care of himself. He's going to be an anchor on you. You're going to be brought down. You're going to be brought down. Exactly. You're always left holding the bags. Christina, yours truly, you're left with it. You want a man to bring you good bags. You want to make sure that you with a man who know who the hell he is. No, he know. And he's sticking with it. He's not trying to keep up with the Joneses. He's not trying to keep up with his brother. He's not trying to keep up with the guys at the gym. He's not trying to keep up with his toxic coworkers. He's not trying to keep up with the pimps in the local bar. He's not doing none of that. A confused man is not husband material. Take it from somebody that knows. And I'm only telling y'all, y'all know I've been more of a private person, but I'm learning to open up more because I'm a queen of wands, so I tend to be very protective of my work and my family and private, but I'm opening up more so people will see that I'm not just preaching to the choir. I'm not preaching something that I haven't experienced. When my husband started making some horrific bad decisions, it came down on me like a tidal wave. Okay? It was like the horsemen just came and got me. And yes, has he stressed how sorry he is? Yes. Has he said, you know, he's doing taking steps to get out the situation and to repair the damage. Because see, you get damaged by fakery. You get damaged by not keeping it real with yourself. And he got damaged through not keeping it real. I followed him, and everything he was involved in was distractions and toxicity. So it affected me. I remember, I remember that we started having the same health problems. He had health problems, and shortly after, I would have the same health problems. He would have money problems, and afterwards, I would. This kept happening to me and my husband. He would have something bad happen to him. The very next day, something bad would happen to me. Because I'm a receiver. It's sad to say, but the odds of you marrying and getting with a narcissist or a male with narcissist personality traits is extremely high. You got to understand where the power is in the world. If you were told since you was a child that men run the world, there's always been men presidents, that, a lot of men are running the business, that would feed your ego. It would be hard for you to grow up humble. So a lot of these men, they're narcissists because the matrix have turned them into it. You have to get a man that wants to live off the grid so he will not be narcissistic. If you have a man that always want to live on the grid, I'm telling you right now, he's going right down to the narcissism. He's going to transform into a narcissist. He's going to catch the narc vibration. That is what happened to my husband. Okay, I'm telling y'all the truth. That's what happened to my husband. He started being all up in his matrix, his family members' matrix. Everybody just hooked on materialism and what somebody look like and all. And he started getting real narcissistic. He started being like, oh, like he's better than people because his family got money and his family buy him gifts. He started throwing his gifts up in my face. He started talking about people and throwing his gifts up in other people's face and talking about random people and stuff. Y'all, it got so narcissistic. I was like, I left twice. I'm like, this ain't the man that I married. Because the man that I chose was a humble dude. That was when we lived off the grid. We were so much off the grid, y'all. We lived in a nice little cozy underground apartment. There was an apartment building, but the apartment building was underground, basically. Okay. And we had a nice big garden, and we spent our off days, 2 days a week, like after work, we would sit in the garden for hours and hours and hours, just talking off the grid. We went to parks almost every day. We went biking and hiking and camping, totally off the grid. It was just me and him and two other people who was off the grid. And then the other days, it was just me and him. We was late to get a cell phone. Everybody who had a cell phone, we didn't have cell phones. Everybody used to say, how come y'all don't got cell phones? We was like, what do we need a cell phone for? Only reason why we got cell phones is because we got a child. We was forced to get a cell phone. If there were still pay phones, we probably would not have got a cell phone. Y'all, we just didn't want to be without a cell phone and had a beautiful little girl who was worldly and sweet. We wanted to make sure that we can keep track of her. Um, she was kind of a wanderer. So in case she wandered off or something, or in case she, you know, got lost somewhere or something when she was out with her friends, we needed to be able to reach her. But yeah, other than that, we wouldn't have never got no cell phone. I remember I had to get on the internet to do my homework for college. Everybody was like, "How come you don't got internet?" I said, "What do I need the internet for? I go to the library to do my homework." But as I said, one of the best men you can have, ladies, is a man who lives off the grid. Yes, it looks glamorous to be with the men who wear the suits. I know you're thinking, "Oh, look at them with their suits." No, them are not chosen men. They're not, y'all. Men that want to live their days in a suit every day, in a suit every day. No. What do you think they're going to expect of you? What do you think? Money going to be burning a hole in y'all pocket. Suits cost money. Suits cost, some of these suits is like up in the thousands. It costs a lot of money to fake like you're rich. Okay? He want to wear a suit? He should have 3 suits. That's all you need. 3 suits. A man needs 3 suits unless he has a corporate job. But I will never ever want a corporate man. I worked in corporate. No, thank you. Most corporate men, most corporate men that's in a position where they wear suits, they're not outdoors people. They like to sit behind their desk all day. They'll sit behind their desk at home. They'll try to turn their home into a resort and sit there at their pool and their desk. Who wants to do that all day, every day? They'll take you on that 2-week vacation once a year. That'll be about it because they're a workhorse. Corporate men are workhorses. They don't, they're just trying to rack up money. They're not, look, the Most High told me you're not supposed to be chasing money and material things. The Most High told me in the angel number, it said when people are chasing money and material things, you don't get involved. It's always better to have a man who's about adventures and inventions and innovative. Because he's 9 times out of 10, he's not in the matrix. He's not worried about matrix stuff. Back in the day, men was not worried about matrix stuff. They really wasn't. They was nice to have a comfortable, clean little home and just a decent job to go to and good, good, good company. And women, you know, I'm not sitting here blaming men. As I said, women are receivers. So, women, if your life is a hot mess, you know damn well that you chose that man. And you know damn well that he probably had some confusion with him. He ain't got to be disrespectful, but if he confused, he still ain't husband material. If it's not mine, it's not made up of who he is and what he wants to do with a soul plan, he's not husband material. He could be the nicest guy in the world. Something that I was with a guy who was very nice guy. Very, very nice guy. But he was always confused. He was always changing. He'd be one way around my girlfriends, another way around me. Then one moment he's saying he a singer and he can sing real good. He's into singing. Next minute he's just like this Casanova dude. It was like, y'all, yep, yep. Living, that's still living on the grid. If you want to be a hardcore rapper and be seen and always gotta be get attention from women and stuff like that, and you want to cater to every woman you see and be thirsty for women's attention. If a man is like that, he's not living off the grid. A man living off the grid, he's fine with just his wife. He's fine with just his family. I'm telling you, no lie. Countrymen, these good countrymen out here, they worry about their family. They're not worried. And these sailors, these men who are working on these boats and selling fish and out there fishing for weeks with other sailors, they're not worried about the women in the local bars. They're not. Y'all, they're not worried about the internet talk. They're not worried about YouTube. I'm just keeping it real, y'all. And when they come home, all they thinking about is spending some quality time with their family. Why you think a lot of people that's married to countrymen, their marriages be long? They be like, we was married, we've been married for 60 years. Yeah, because they're not living on the grid. They're living off the grid. We wasn't meant we wasn't meant to be so look, we wasn't meant to be seeing all this booty out here, so many thirsty people. We wasn't meant for that. And it is the rap culture. That is exactly the rap culture is like a virus. I'm sorry, y'all. The rap culture out here, it's a whole nother type of thing. I find it to be one of the worst things that can happen to society. It's literally creating narcissists after narcissists after narcissists. The rap culture, it is ridiculous. I can name countless people who are into the rap culture, and boy, the narcissism was strong. The rap culture didn't had people have had got men out here chasing the wrong type of women, dressing real ghetto, acting ghetto, quick to fight. It's really it's wild. Started in the 90s, started going downhill. That's when the relationship problems really got really bad, is in the 90s because of the rap culture. I, every rapper that I ever met has no respect for women. I have yet to meet a male rapper, even on these streets, that got respect for women. I've met a couple of male rappers, even in this neighborhood. They say, "Oh, you live over here, blah 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 blah. Oh, okay, you TT's mom. Oh, okay, I know TT, blah 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 blah." And they start saying stuff that's disrespectful about women, like I'm not no woman. Just like vulgar stuff. Then they want to bust out with a rap and the stuff it is vulgar. I'm like, I can't be around this. I try to be polite to my neighbors and at least be polite, but some of my neighbors are rappers and they're toxic. Yep, it's a really bad influence. And not just the rap music, the heavy metal and rock music. That heavy metal music too is very disrespectful. And y'all, I remember when my husband started listening to that, his friends were listening to it, he started listening to it. And next thing you know, he started having a dirty mouth. I'm like, don't talk dirty around me. Stop all this. So it look, if you can live off the grid more, you probably, your dreams is probably gonna come true now. Some people is too far gone. Some people are so dependent on this grid now that there's no hope for them no more. Some people are just so. And you know what? And I'm gonna tell you something else. Society is really hooked on time watching. You know, there's pocket watching and there's time watching. If you just live your life, you won't even be worrying about how old you getting and how much time went by. Just live your life. That's why I like people who live off the grid. They're just living their life to the fullest, having a good time, being positive, doing fun things. They're it's almost like you don't even know you're going to die. You feel immortal when you're around people like that. You're not worried about eating extra food. You don't got no cravings. You're not thinking about your toxic childhood because you're with somebody living off the grid, just having a good time and being at peace. Listening to some high vibrational music, sitting at the river with your little fishing rod and and your sandwiches and your favorite little drink. You're leaning back in your chair and you're just at peace with the person who's off the grid. You're somewhere down in the woods somewhere. You're somewhere deep, deep in the woods, near the river, just at peace. Don't nobody go down to the river no more. Everybody's sitting in the crib, sitting in the crib, sitting in the crib on technology. This is real. I don't want friends living on the grid. I'd rather be alone until I can make family friends. I call them family friends. Family friends who wants to live off the grid, I'll just stay by myself. I want family friends who want to go hiking, who want to go, and go on that hunt, that 10-mile walk challenge where, you go walk 3 miles every day to find the missing thing. Things like that. People that want to go to festivals every month or see what's in going on in the community, fun to go to. Somebody who wants to have a art drawing contest or write a book together or go dancing or try out a new type of food from a different culture. This, off the grid, stuff like that. Where it's like, okay, I'm not I'm not thirsty for attention. I'm not thirsty for energy. And I'm not talking about me. I'm not chatting him all about my life and me all the damn time. I don't know how it got this way, where everybody just wants to just talk about themselves. That's what a lot of people want to show up to do. That's not living off the grid. There are so many things to talk about and do for fun. So there's no need. There's no need to be on the grid. It really isn't. Just go on the grid to make your money and run off the grid. If you need to make your money on the grid, you make your money on the grid, but after that, you're out. Okay, just be out. Yep, it's y'all. The fakery has gotten so out of control that it's like, y'all, I can't even stop saying it's fake, 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 fake. I say that every day, y'all. I be like, this world got so fake. It really has, man. It's so fake. It's ugh. This is what happens when you got a bunch of people who don't want to work, who don't want to work, who just want to get views and get likes, views and likes. That's what a lot of people left. Let me tell you, my daughter told me at her job, that there's people who quit because they only want to work in stocking. You know why they want to work in stocking? Because back in the warehouse, you can run your mouth. You could talk about yourself. You could brag about yourself. You could talk and brag and talk crap and not be cleaned up. See? A lot of people walked off their job because they don't want to have class. They don't want to have no class. They don't want to shut their damn mouth and get to work. They just want to stand around bragging and talking about themselves and stuff like that.